Yo, it's your boy Logos, and today I want to react to this video just because the title alone caught me off guard because I never heard of a flash mob before. I have heard of flash floods, but that makes sense because Mother Nature is uncontrollable, unpredictable, and you never know what could happen. But we're talking about people who can make decisions, have brains, and know the consequences. So destroying the place or business or residence, jumping on people's cars, busting out windows, it's just straight up dumbass behavior, and I have no patience or tolerance for it. I don't care what you say, systemic racism isn't making you destroy businesses, especially when you claim to care about the black community or being black and all this other stuff. How could you destroy your own community, the place you live, the place that you shop at, or the people around you shop at? I don't get it. How could you march in the street for George Floyd and all this other bullshit, but then at the same time you make excuses for people burning down stuff in the same place that they go to every single week? I remember during the pandemic, during the George Floyd riots, Ram showed me a video of this woman, this young black woman. She was like around 27, 28. She owned a gas station, but they actually like destroyed her stuff, mess up all her supplies, mess up all her windows and everything. She was in the street livid, just like yelling at people because of what they did. She was actually marching in the street with them, and while she was marching, these animals were going through her stuff, actually destroying it for absolutely no reason. She had nothing to do with George Floyd. It wasn't. I don't even think it was in the city where George Floyd was killed at. So these people had no reason at all to do this stuff. They just so ignorant and stupid and make excuses for it and think it's a cool thing to do. They'll record it, post on social media, and think like, yeah, I'm gonna get some likes. People see how badass I am. Where are their parents? People just let their teenagers get away with this stuff, and I don't get it. I put my foot up my kids' ass before I let that shit happen. I'm glad I don't have kids because this generation, oh, and the influence with TikTok and social media and everything for likes and attention, and just this ignorant victimhood mentality behavior. I'm so glad I wasn't a kid around this era because it's so easy to just get sucked into it where you can't think for yourself. Where you don't have the knowledge or ability or confidence to stand up for yourself. You could let idiots like this that you grow up with influence you and just, I don't know, go down the bad path. But I'm curious to see how these, I don't know, flash mobbers, I guess, destroy this gas station.
In Terrell, Tanya, a gas station attendant tells me scores of teenagers flooded into this BP gas station at the intersection of 31st in Michigan. They ransacked the store, stole lots of items, even broke glass above the store's front doors. We spoke with a nearby neighbor who was not too far away from this teen takeover when it happened last night, who says these large and often destructive gatherings are embarrassing for the city. I called the police. It happened again.
No reason.
They broke the doors. Another so-called teen takeover, this time in and around this BP gas station at 31st in Michigan on the city's south side. Video taken by a gas station clerk shows police officers standing by as young people flooded the streets. An 18-year-old woman was also hit by a car amid the unrest, leaving her with a leg injury.
Listen. If you're so stupid enough to just block traffic in the street because you're what, dumb, drunk, ignorant, or just plain old stupid, you got dropped on your head a few times. I don't know what their mindset is. Either way, if you get hit by a car, I don't feel bad for you because you're an idiot. You shouldn't be out there to begin with. It's on you. I'm not gonna cry about you. I don't want you to die or anything, but whatever happens to you is your fault, and it's only your fault. I won't hear no bullshit about, well, you should have just stopped and, let her block traffic and, I don't know, maybe be stuck there for a while trying to figure out how to get out as motherfuckers surround the car. Like, no. If you surround my car, I'm gonna run you the fuck over. I don't know how you're gonna stop a, 2-ton, 3-ton hunk of metal, but try your best, dumbass.
This morning, shelves are disheveled inside that BP, and a window is smashed.
It's embarrassing more than frustrating, because there's no justifiable reason for it.
This man lives down the street from that gas station. He didn't want to show his face on camera.
You had a sense of pride. Now we got young people twerking in the middle of the street, wilding out.
Dennis Jones
It's sad. He didn't want to show his face because you got some ignorant people in the neighborhood that probably do something to him just for saying the truth. But they're so dumb that they can't figure it out. Where are their parents?
Jones picks up trash this morning, left on the street nearby last night.
It is embarrassing, knowing these young kids doing it just for no reason.
This latest takeover comes after a couple visiting the city was attacked near Michigan and Randolph in April by another unruly crowd. And just last month in the south suburbs, a flash mob ended in violence at a Tinley Park carnival, leaving multiple people injured.
First, you gotta put God first and pray, and then I just try to teach them right from wrong, and I always tell them, if you get into trouble, I'm not gonna get you out of trouble.
Yeah, right.
Now, police say the driver who hit that 18-year-old woman last night is not in custody. Fortunately, she is listed in fair condition.
Watch Break.
Okay. This is so stupid. No wonder they asking for volunteers for help with a teen curfew program. Because these teens act like freaking animals just because they have no school. And they have nothing but free time. They have no extracurricular activities. Nothing productive to do with their lives. They just be ignorant, be on social media, and destroy shit. And then these people gonna grow up eventually and do what? Like, I have no high hopes, or I don't know. I don't know what the word is, but just aspirations for the people to be anything productive at the age of what, 16, 17, 18 years old, destroying stuff just for the hell of it. It's just ridiculous. You have people, cars parked on the street, and they're just jumping on it, standing on it, twerking on it because they think that's cool. Or I look so cool, I'm gonna post on social media. Everybody gonna love seeing me shake my ass in public, on the car, in the street for some reason, even though I'm supposed to be an adult. I'm supposed to be a queen. I'm supposed to be all this other bullshit I talk about. I'm supposed to be a boss bitch, but I'm shaking my ass like I have no home training. This is stupid. This is ignorant. And any person that make an excuse for it is an enemy. I really mean you're an enemy because you just let these teenagers who are destroying their own city, destroying the black community, and probably were doing harm to that man who spoke about it. Plus, people around the same age or even different ages, depending if they decide to get in crime like robbery or gangs or anything like that, you're just making excuses for them. I'm not making excuses for people that decide to fuck up other people's lives. I don't say I don't make excuses. I have empathy for the victims. That's the right word. I have empathy for victims. I don't have empathy for the criminals. Simply because of the fact that you decide to do this stuff, you think it's a cool thing. I don't understand. At the same time, people can say you support the black community, Black Lives Matter, you march in the street, all this other stuff, but then at the same time, when these teenagers are clearly destroying their own city, you make excuses. The mayor of Chicago makes excuses, and his plan to fix this whole situation isn't more policing, it isn't funding more police. No, it's a long-term plan that's supposed to tackle the systemic issues, the systemic roots of crime. Whatever the hell that means. Either way, I hear long-term and I hear systemic roots. Both sound like BS. If I have people actively robbing me, actively busting out my windows, teens destroying the city as we speak, I don't need a long-term plan. I need an immediate, today, this week, tomorrow plan. This is ridiculous. But this is who they voted for. I don't understand why people think just because somebody looks like you, they have a good mindset or they're logical or anything like that. You can be any color on this planet and still be a smart man or an idiotic man or a woman, whatever. Like you get my point. It has nothing to do with your race, but your policy and the way you see the world. Making excuses and dodging accountability for what people do is pathetic. I'm not gonna make excuses for it. Get this mayor out of there because he clearly doesn't care about the people of Chicago. I don't understand what his goals are or his philosophy is or his long-term plans of Chicago. He's trying to, I don't know, be a root of this whole new strategy of tackling crime, but it's clearly not working. And the idea that I'm supposed to just sit here and let my family be messed with or destroyed or robbed just for the sake of your social justice is ridiculous. That's why corporations are moving. And like when Walmart left because of people robbing the place so much, he won't blame it on corporation greed and they're trying to starve the black community and more systemic racism BS. The guy make excuses for everything. There was no excuse for you to rob Walmart. Get a job, pay the money, or just don't do it at all. You don't have to get that stuff that you're getting. Like most stuff in that you can get, especially in America, you can get, especially but these guys are teens, so they have parents. These parents can provide most of the stuff that they want, but they just want to get it right then and there, regardless if they may or may not need it. They just want to do it because they want it, or they do it because they think it's cool. And honestly, in my opinion, you shouldn't make excuses for it because at the end of the day, people who are not getting involved in this type of behavior or crime is suffering the consequences. Most people in Chicago isn't doing this bullshit, but then again, all it takes is a small minority of people engaging in idiotic behavior to mess it up for everybody else. And it's sad. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. It's your boy Logos. I'll see you next time. Peace.